for Rastafari, any Rastas watching this, we need unity. We need the voice of Rastafari to be stronger, to make sure that we get what is due to us. And why I say due to us, for those who may not know or don't consider it, I mean, it is hard, as Prophet Benjamin has sung, to be the usual suspect. So when you talk about roadblocks and police stopping people for cannabis, if you're a Rasta, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get pulled over. You know what I mean?
That's like a bike again pulled over for insurance.
Right?
Yeah, I used to have a bike literally every road stop. I stopped even waiting for them to pull me over. I just used to pull over and switch off my bike and pull out my insurance lemons.
Right,
Like
true.
I know you're always gonna heal me down. Don't study it. So I
Okay.
guess I kind of understand
Yeah.
where you're coming from in terms of the frequency of it, but obviously, stop for insurance not gonna be as I guess bad as being stopped for weed in terms of
Well,
how they're gonna treat you.
yeah. Yeah. The difference in treatment, definitely. But, oh gosh, I feel like that's our next talk we stumble on, because the police, you know what I mean? How people feel about the police, and, that whole shitstem needing to change. That's a shitstem.
Yeah.
Because as we were talking about leadership, definitely the law enforcers should be held at the highest accountability,
Definitely.
Um, and that's what we need to see, your beloved Gary Griffith. He needs to work on that, in terms
Yeah,
of pulling up his
it looks
voice.
like he working because when he did the he wants to do the polygraph test down Cedrus, and I think all the officers just refused it.
True.
Yeah, they refused it and they changed out all the officers from the Cedrus police station.
Okay.
All right, but since we're on the topic of police, one thing I will say is that now I've had many interactions with police, just like normal roadblocks, or I had a time I get robbed and I had to call police or whatever. But all of my interactions with police, funny enough, have been, I would say I was treated well. They were respectful, they were knowledgeable. Sometimes I had my wife with me, they were respectful as well. And I honestly believe that the majority of police officers are good people. They got into it maybe because it's a stable job, maybe to make a difference, maybe to make the country a better place, maybe a mix of all three. But they're human, and I'm sure they are acutely aware that they have some bad elements among them.
Yeah.
And they need to look out for themselves. So they might just, not want to snitch because they're afraid of what kind of backlash you might get from the people around them. So they stay silent.
Yeah.
So whereas, people might say all the police bad in Trinidad, I honestly think is a minority, but that the minority holds the majority of power.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I try to tell people, don't come down too hard on the police. Chances are if you come across a police officer, they're going to be one of the good ones. Yes, you have the asshole ones, but the majority of them good, and at least give them the benefits of the doubt in that first interaction.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have had good interactions. I have brethren who are police. So I don't, as you say, I don't have
But then they
the
have
worst things.
yeah.
But
Then they will
as you ended
would
yours,
be treated differently than me just because your looks compared to my looks as well, which
exactly.
can't be ignored either.
Right. And things like that. I mean, and what I wanted to say, how you ended what you were just saying, is that it all comes back to influence or power. And that sadly, a lot of times is because you have a corrupt head that lends to, and I don't mean the head, I just mean leaders.
Right.
I mean, even as we talk about the license in office being corrupt, when you hear, obviously, the man on the top or a man on the top knows what's going on and he's getting a kickback, right? So, and my whole thing is that we need to reach a point in Trinidad where these things are shunned, where the morality, the empathy overpowers the need for greed. If not, we are only going downhill, But I do not think that this is our natural way. As Trinis, I think this has become part of us due to more westernization and Americanization and being introduced to mass commercialization and, the influence of, America with all foreign brands and what capitalism has done. I think capitalism needs to be checked always. And I think that what governments need to advocate, especially our government, with these, we are in crises as well in terms of our food production and things that we import versus things we produce. It's that you should always put your internal economy first.